It's 3:02 on Monday afternoon, and this is part 4 of the Know Your Rights with Carl Miller. After the last two, these are the last two of part 1. There's part 2 and a part 3, so this is going to be a while. But after, I'm going to show you why you need to know your rights and how cops violate the shit out of you. With all that said, let's get to it. Turn that off real quick. And let's get into it. Let's go right into it.
Fifth Amendment here, but it's basically arguing against encroachment, all right? So that's when you...
Again, this is Carl Miller, and he's teaching us to learn our rights, what we need to know. So let's run with it.
You want to pay attention to when you're coming, especially to things on search and seizure natures. Another good case that you should know is your Miranda versus Arizona. And folks, I'm going to tell you something, and even I can learn something. Not that I'm that much above you. I want to come to you humbly, in humility. I'm telling you, I've read and I know, and there's a lot of things about the law, and I've been my own attorney for over 25 years, and I kick the tail out of them, I'll be honest with you. But I always can learn something, and I'm not stupid enough ever not to realize that. And the next thing I'm going to tell you is probably one of the most important things we're going to tell you today. This is the Miranda versus Arizona decision. It's recorded at 384, volume 384 U.S., that's U.S. Reports, page 436. Now, this is a heavy-duty case. Every American should know this case backward and forward, upside down, and other. All right? Miranda versus Arizona. This is the one that says you got a right to remain silent, you got a right to an attorney, you got a right to have your attorney present during questioning. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you by the court. Do you wish to make any statement on your behalf, and you understand the rights that I have spoken to you? As soon as they stop you, talk to you, as soon as they start talking to you, they are required to say that. If they don't say that, they screwed up. If they haul you into jail and they don't tell you this, read it to you, and then they want to make you sign a little statement that you know your rights and you knowingly waived them, please, folks, don't sign that statement. Use your head for something other than a hat rack. Do not sign that statement, ever. You are knowingly waiving your constitutional rights. Don't ever do that. I mean, they don't make it that hard. As soon as you hear those people start talking it, you tell them right effectively, I want to talk to an attorney. And I'm not saying nothing until I talk to an attorney, especially if you're talking to federal people, BATF. These people will lie, cheat, steal. They will do anything they can to hammer you. Their whole purpose in life is to hammer you. I don't want you to think, oh, what nice guys. So maybe we can just work this out. Why don't we just talk and maybe we can get things worked out?
All right. Miranda. Again, you heard what he said. I don't know if you got it or not, but the reality is that cops have to Mirandize you. And when they don't, they get them fucked up, especially if you're being placed under arrest. If you're being detained, they don't have to. I got a family member sitting in the bin right now because he wouldn't listen. He didn't, timely assert his rights. They didn't Mirandize him. His whole case should have been thrown out. But you know how they do black and brown people, right? So listen to what this man is telling you. Like I said, at the end of it, I'm going to show you why you got to know your rights. Because the bastards, and you'll see in a lot of those videos, the people violating the rights of black and brown people are, yes, Caucasians, but you'll see a lot of us, black and brown people, violating the rights of black and brown people. Anyway, let's go.
You don't talk to these people, folks. And you talk to somebody who learned the hard way. You do not talk to these people ever. I don't care if you think you're a nice guy and you want to be courteous. I don't think you think if you're going to work it out. I don't think you think if you're smarter than they are and you can beat them. I'm telling you, you don't talk to them, period. You button that hatch. An old wise legal defense counsel told me one time, he said, the first rule is keep your big mouth shut. I said, okay, what's the second rule? Keep your big mouth shut. He said, what's the third rule? Keep your big mouth shut. He said, after you follow them 3 rules, the rest is easy. It's when you open your big mouth that you get in trouble, Not that you would do anything wrong anyway, but they'll twist, lie, cheat, and steal and make it into something you didn't do, and before you know it, you won't even recognize what's happened. And I'm telling you it's happened to me. So I'm telling you as a friend. I'm not telling you as a smart ass or anything else. I'm telling you as a friend. Do not talk to these people. They do not have your best interest at heart. And you may think, well, they're the government, and they're responsible, and they mean well. Well, they don't. They don't mean well. They don't mean your well, and they will jam you, believe me. And if you're not real good at getting out of it, you can be in a lot of trouble. All right, now, let's look at this Miranda decision. In the absence of other effective measures, the following procedures to safeguard the Fifth Amendment privileges must be observed. The person in custody must, prior to interrogation, be clearly informed that he has a right to remain silent, and that anything he says will be used against him in a court of law. He must be clearly informed that he has a right to consult with a lawyer, and to have a lawyer with him during interrogation. Do that, please. And that if he is indigent, a lawyer will be appointed to represent him. All right? If the individual indicates prior to and during questioning that he wishes to remain silent, the interrogation must cease.
Must cease. Once he says interview over, remain, like you can what is the word I'm looking for here? You can invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent at any point, especially if you feel the bastard's trying to hem you up. The matter of fact, don't even talk to him. Like he said, just keep your mouth shut. Shut the fuck up. Right? That's what my attorney once told me. Just shut the fuck up. So I did. I don't ever. Now I understand the time to assert my rights. And I do as soon as they come fuck with me. I do not consent to any illegal searches and seizures of my person, my property, or my papers, or my things, my effects, right? That's the Fourth Amendment. And I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And just shut the fuck up. But let's go.
If he states that he wants an attorney, the questioning must cease. Until interrogation process required for the protection of the individual's constitutional rights should not cause an undue interference with the proper system of law enforcement, as demonstrated by the procedures of the FBI and the safeguards afforded to other jurisdictions. In each of these cases, the statements were obtained under circumstances that did not meet constitutional standards for protection of the privilege against self-incrimination. Now, this is the big one, folks. This is the one they're talking about. Did you properly Mirandize him? Was he Mirandized? Was she Mirandized? If they don't Mirandize you, they got to throw the case out. Almost always. It's very hard to go forward with the case. Basically, just find out what the heck was going on with this case. I promise you I would never do that again. I would dummy up like there's no tomorrow. I wouldn't say nothing. Not that I do anything wrong, but here's the thing. These people lied so bad. They put so much trash in the record. I was in shock. I couldn't believe that anybody would deliberately do such a thing. But they will. So I'm telling you as a friend, do not talk to these people, especially BATF people. They are not honorable people. They do not recognize the honor you serve. They are not honorable people. Their whole purpose is to hammer you into a position of ridiculousness. So I'm telling you, if they come in to talk to you for whatever reason, I don't care what, you dummy up. You don't say nothing. You got me? You hire an attorney. You get an attorney there, and you don't talk till the attorney tells you to. And that's what I'm telling you as a friend, okay? That's Miranda versus Arizona. Now, there's 4 Miranda cases. This is the leading case. There is a Miranda warning case that actually locks down the steps of the warning. And then there's a Miranda interrogation case, which locks out the standards for in-custody jail interrogations, okay? Now, a word to the wise should be sufficient, and I shouldn't have to ever say nothing about that again. Believe me, I learned a valuable lesson. You cannot assume that everybody is a good guy. There are some bad ones out there, and I found them. Now, the next case we're going to talk about is Norton versus Shelby County, recorded at 118 volume, United States Reports, page 425. Basically, that says an unconstitutional act is not law. It confers no rights. It imposes no duties. Affords no protections. It creates no office. It is in legal contemplation as an inoperative as though it had never been passed, okay? And that's what this case holds, all right? Now, I'm telling you, you go read the case. Don't screw around. the judge asks you questions about the case, you better know about what it says, all right? Because if he thinks you didn't read it, he's going to throw your case out. The court follows the decision of the highest court of the state in construing the Constitution and the laws of the state unless they conflict with or impair the efficacy of some principle of the federal Constitution or of the federal statutes or a rule of the commercial or general law. The decision of the state courts on questions relating to the existence of its subordinate tribunals and the eligibility and election or appointment of their officers and the passage of its laws are conclusive upon federal courts, all right? Now, some of the most important thing is, while acts of de facto incumbent of an office lawfully created by law and existing are often held to be binding from reasons of public policy. That's a very important point, public policy. You want to watch out for the terms public policy. It's often confused with the state's right of eminent domain of police powers. Police powers and public policy are almost the same thing, except one's done without law because we wants to, and the other is done because they're claiming a police authority to do so. All right? But when they're talking about public policy, the acts of the person assuming to fill and perform the duties of an office, which does not exist can have no validity whatever in law. Okay? An unconstitutional act is not a law. It confers no rights. It imposes no duties. It affords no protection. It creates no office. It is in legal contemplation as inoperative.
All right, before we continue, I wanna show you something. I'm gonna talk to you about something. But I just want to show you some shit. I just ordered this shit. I mean, I've been using it for some time. I don't know if you can see it. It's NoroGum, right? I just got it, and it's expensive. I ordered it from NoroGum.com, right? I heard about it on Joe Rogan some time ago. I don't remember what episode it was, but some time ago he was talks about it a lot, actually. And here it is. I just ordered the 54 pack. I'm gonna start ordering it from TikTok because they got these codes like Noro Spring and Noro Love and all that other shit that gets you percentages off and free shipping. It was expensive, but it's good shit. Energy and focus. So I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but there it is. It has a lot of good shit in it. Well, I mean, as good as everything. It's supposed to be all natural caffeine, 40 milligrams L-theanine or thionine. I don't know how to say it. 60 milligrams of that. It's got vitamin B6 and B12. Of course, it got sugar in it and a gram of carbohydrates. Anyway, look into it. Y'all can get it from the TikTok shop or from NoroGum.com. Now, I'm not being paid by them for saying any of this. I just use the product and I believe in it. It actually works for me. So check it out. Now, moving forward to the next part of this, it's going to be
Fifth Amendment here, but it's basically arguing against encroachment, all right? So that's when you want to...
Oh, shit. Y'all didn't see any of that, huh? Let me do that again. Let me do that again because, like I said, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with these cameras, but I just ordered this. This is NoroGum, right? I just hold on, let me do that. Neural gum. Just ordered it. I ordered 54 pack. I got it from Neural. I heard about it on Joe Rogan. It's good shit. Right? I know y'all heard all of that, but I ain't see it, so here it is. Right? My bad. All right. Let's get back to it.
Fifth Amendment here, but it's basically arguing against encroachment, all right? So that's one you want to pay attention to when you're coming, especially to things on search and seizure natures. Another good case that you should know is your Miranda versus Arizona. And folks, I'm going to tell you something, and even I can learn something. Not that I'm that much above you. I want to come to you humbly, in humility. I'm telling you, I've read and I know, and there's a lot of things about the law, and I've been my own attorney for over 25 years, and I kick the tail out of them, I'll be honest with you. But I always can learn something, and I'm not stupid enough ever not to realize that. And the next thing I'm going to tell you is probably one of the most important things we're going to tell you today. This is the Miranda versus Arizona decision. It's recorded at 384, volume 384 U.S. That's U.S. Reports, page 436. Now, this is a heavy-duty case. Every American should know this case backward and forward, upside down, and other. All right? Miranda versus Arizona. This is the one that says you got a right to remain silent, you got a right to an attorney, you got a right to have your attorney present during questioning. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you by the court. Do you wish to make any statement on your behalf, and do you understand the rights that I have spoken to you? As soon as they stop you, talk to you, as soon as they start talking to you, they are required to say that. If they don't say that, they screwed up. If they haul you into jail,
well, it looks like I fucked it up again. So, who knows what I'm doing here? So clearly, I put the wrong goddamn video, right? But let's see. Don't play some shit while I figure out if I fucked this up, which I did, right? Because it seems to me like I played this video. Yeah, I did. Right? Bear with me. I got it. forget. Just bear with me. Clearly, I need to be a little more prepared. Right? These beats crazy. They not mine either. They says monetization, instrumental beats, copyright free, no copyright. Anyway, I'm just using it, right? Trying to get that last part so we get it popping. It's my cat. Chill out. Fucking up my shit. Anyway, I apologize for the dead air. I'm trying to make it the last part of this video. And show it. It's gonna take me a minute. My bad. I should be prepared, right? I said that already. My bad, people. It is not simple. At least not for me. When y'all know what y'all doing, that shit groovy. I'm watching y'all seamless with it. Whatever though, I'm trying. Yeah, it cuts off like that. Oh, fuck. And all of you who live stream, all of you who do this, because like I said, y'all get it popping. I watch a lot of you. Um, of course, I watch all of the Israelite groups. I watch that what's his name, Dane Calloway, uh, Carcino for Life. Of course, Sonetta, right, and all of his different goings and comings. Um, who else? Who else? I got a few people. A few. Let's see. My favorite, no batteries included. Shout outs to no batteries. At brother there, he's a trip. Um, who else? Who else do I love with? Um, let's get back to the music real quick, just for the fuck of it. Cross the Line Radio, shout out. I watched them. The White Rabbit, go check that dude out. I don't know where he at on YouTube, but for sure TikTok, the White Rabbit, go check him out. Anyway, it's clear to me, at least right now, that I'm gonna be able to Let's see. I'm gonna give it one more shot, and then, if not, I'm gonna show you why you need to know your rights. There's a few reasons. Almost ready. Here we go. Clearly, I'm no good at this shit. How long did it take y'all to get accustomed to working with everything? And remember, my system is antiquated, right? I have I'm using a phone as my camera. I got a old ass computer, couple screens, keyboard and a mouse. I think I said, like I said before, the most updated shit that I have is this microphone. This is microphone. This is the newest shit. This is the most up to date shit. Current technology. You heard? Well, fuck it. It is what it is. The fuck are you doing? That hurt, fucker. Oh shit. Hey, you intrusive shit. What are you doing? Come on, man. Why now? What do you want? The fuck, man? Leave me be. Chill out, yo. You wildin'. It's taking way too fucking long. My bad, people. Don't worry, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna figure it out, right? And I'm gonna get better at this. It's only been, like I said, what I do at night is nothing. I just let it record and that's it. Doing this shit here, I need somebody to do it for me. I think I got it. We'll know in a minute, right? All right, let's start. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's see.
Okay? An unconstitutional act is not a law. It confers no rights. It imposes no duties. It affords no protection. It creates no office. It is in legal contemplation as inoperative as though it had never been passed. Okay? Has everybody got that? Now, this basic first portion of this program is designed clearly to help you. And if you take these basic cases on this one page, you will have gone a long way in getting your constitutional rights back. Okay? Now, we're asking you to pay attention. Learn your Constitution. We're going to go into some heavier stuff through the second portion of it. But we want you to learn your Constitution. This book here is a citizen's rule book. It also has jury instructions in it. It also has a lot of important arguments in it. Some of the important arguments in it go along with what we've been talking about, right? All laws which are repugnant to the Constitution are null and void. Marbury versus Madison, 5 yes, 137. We already argued that. When rights secured by the Constitution are involved, there can be no rule or lawmaking or legislation which would abrogate or abolish them. That's again Miranda versus Arizona. An unconstitutional act is not law. It confers no rights. It imposes no duties. Affords no protection. It creates no office. All right, that's Norton versus Shelby County, which we just talked about. The general rule is that an unconstitutional statute, though having the form and name of law, is in reality no law, but is wholly void. All right. 16th Am Jurisprudence, 2nd Section 177, and also 256. Officers of the court have no immunity when violating constitutional right from liability. That's Owen versus City of Independence and Maine versus Thibodeau. No state shall convert secured liberties into privileges and issue licenses and fees for them. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania. If the state does convert liberty or a privilege into a privileged citizen, can engage in the right with impunity. That's Shuttlesworth versus Birmingham, Alabama. The court is to protect against any encroachment of constitutionally secured liberties. That's Boyd versus United States. Constitutional rights must be interpreted in favor of the citizen. That's Byers versus United States. We have covered all of these cases thoroughly so that you can see clearly. All right? And we're trying to teach you how to better effectively use your Constitution. Okay? We're trying to get it down to a serious program where, what do you want to do? Open it up. All right. All right. And this book here also brings out all of these court cases, right? Notice it's got Norton versus Shelby County in here. It's got Miranda versus Arizona. It's got Marbury versus Madison. It's got the jury has a right to judge both the law as well as the fact. John Jay, First Chief Justice, U.S. Supreme Court. The jury has the right to determine both the law and the facts. Samuel Chase, U.S. Supreme Court Justice, 1796. Singer. All right. The jury has the power to bring a verdict in the teeth of both law and fact. Oliver Wendell Holmes, U.S. Supreme Court. The law itself is on trial quite as much as the cause, which is to be decided. Harlan F. Stone, 12th Chief Justice, U.S. Supreme Court. The pages of history shine on instances of the jury's exercise of its prerogative to disregard instructions of the judge. That's United States versus Doherty, 473 Fed 2nd 113. All right. Now...
That's why jury time.
We're going to wrap up this first part here. Basically, we want you folks to hopefully not be overwhelmed. Take your time. Play the tape several times. It'll come to you. It's really not that hard. We want you to have a new reverence for your Constitution. We want you to know that a lot of brave soldiers paid for it with their life. Excuse me. We want you to know that they died miserably, some of them. And we want you to know that this is a serious, very serious thing here. We want you to know that we love you, America. And we want you to know we need your help. We need your help. We need your help to learn your Constitution so you can better and effectively come forward, pick that book up, walk out there and shake that book and say, "Shaking it, boss." All right. What's that?
All right. This is why you should know the Constitution. Let me show you what happens when you don't know it, when you don't exercise it in a timely manner, effectively, in a timely manner. Check it out. Go to the first one. Let me get rid of this. And this. Let's go.
How come when anyone else try this, they go slam to JAIL?
516 in order to protect my rights and not wait.
Okay, I'm gonna start this over, right? This is what happens when you know your rights. So pay attention to what he's doing here.
How come when anyone else try this, they go slam to JAIL?
516 in order to protect my rights and not waive any by error or accident, I wish to clarify my legal understanding of this situation.
Okay.
You said that I am not free to go.
Yep.
So I must conclude that I am under custodial arrest and not simply in investigative detention. Therefore, I'm...
All right. Remember, this guy knows his rights, and he's about to assert them effectively and in a timely fashion. I'm going to start it again.
How come when anyone else try this, they go slam to JAIL?
516 in order to protect my rights and not waive any by error or accident, I wish to clarify my legal understanding of this situation.
Okay.
You said that I am not free to go.
Yep.
So I must conclude that I am under custodial arrest and not simply in investigative detention. Therefore, I'm invoking all of my fundamentally protected rights, including my right to remain silent and my right to assistance of counsel.
Sure.
From this point forward, I do not consent to providing you with any information or documents that could or will be used against me in a court of law or to possibly incriminate me. So please do not ask me to produce anything and give it to you.
Absolutely.
From this point forward, please do not ask me to answer any questions or perform any tests relating to any matter whatsoever without my attorney present. Officer Gates, badge 5.
Look, he didn't want to
harm, injure, or punish me by any method of assault, arrest, or incarceration because I invoke these fundamentally protected rights.
Absolutely not.
Thank you. What a bomb.
This is what happens when you
A
don't.
black woman in Colorado received a $1.9 million